pleasure to interview this band, this man, Troy Sanders from Mastodon. They're
Hello, everybody.
not to be so soon current release. They're coming up with a new one. Wait, is it September? Or are you not sure?
It's looking like January.
January 2009.
But it'll be worth the wait.
It'll be starting off. Now, you guys really like to write a lot of storylines with your music, and on Blood Mountain, this was kind of a, was this a new stretch for you guys, the storytelling part of it, instead of following like you did on Leviathan?
Yeah, it was more of a storytelling where we were a little more creative in actually creating the story.
Mm-hmm.
Leviathan, we wrote the whole record about the parallels between the story of Moby Dick and the obsession and the fire and the sacrifice, parallel between the story and our band's career at the time.
Oh, really?
So that was more paralleling, still creating lines and stories that all fell under the umbrella of obsession and sacrifice. But Blood Mountain, we were able to really create it from start to finish, which is kind of what we'd have done on the new one. That will be out in January.
Not titled yet, or
Currently untitled.
currently untitled? Do you have a lot of songs for it done? Like, I was reading "Crack the Sky," "Ghost of Gorilla."
Yeah, the records, we recorded it. Finished it the day before we flew to Seattle to start this Mayhem tour.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to go home when this tour is over. We'll be home August 20th, and we're going to take 10 days to mix the record.
Mm-hmm.
So it might come out a little earlier. I'm not sure, but we're just guesstimating January.
Yeah.
When the artwork's finished. And all
Yeah,
that.
usually it gets pushed back. Now, you work with Ross Robinson this time. Or Brendan O'Brien. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I confused the two.
I just met Ross Robinson a couple days ago. Very nice dude.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Um,
he is
Yeah, we worked with Brendan.
magnate, if you will.
Brendan O'Brien is awesome dude.
Mm-hmm.
Super talented.
Oh, yeah, he did STP, Pearl Jam, the whole...
Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I guess the list goes on.
It's an eclectic discography of rock music.
Yeah, he's like the new Eddie Kramer almost, you could say.
We wanted to record a rock record with some classic overtones of the early 70s influences that we all share together.
Mm-hmm.
And he was right on target with that, and he says, I can help you achieve that, that's right up my alley. And so that was great when we met for the first time. He had the same ideas on our record as we did.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, he lives and works out of Atlanta, Georgia, which is where we're there.
Yeah, your home base. Yeah.
So that was like, the stars aligned.
Yeah, just
cool.
getting
We're going
together.
to record at home. Because we tour all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when we go out of town to record a record, it feels like you're on tour when you're in a studio all day and then you're at a little shitty motel extended stay all night.
Yeah.
You feel like you're on tour. And we knew that when this record was over, we're doing this tour for 6 weeks. After this, we go to Europe with Slayer for 6 weeks.
That's awesome.
Come home for the holidays, open some presents.
Mm-hmm.
And then January, the record's going to be out. We'll be gone for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So we really wanted to spend the month of June at home. So it worked out great to work with Brendan and work at home. It was killer.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
It's very stress-free, and we were all happy to go home and see our dogs and lay in our beds every night.
Dogs would be happy.
It was very comfortable.
Now, you said you were looking for some of the 70s classics. What are some of them bands that you guys commonly share together?
We wanted to tap into our influences of King Crimson.
Awesome.
We all listened to a lot of King Crimson before this record, or in general.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Pink Floyd, yes.
Yes.
And we tried to find bits and pieces of our favorite 70s influences, and that we were heavily inspired by, and those are still our favorite records.
Mm-hmm.
We like a lot of stuff from Mozart to now, but when we're feeling it, like good driving music, when you're heading west, we'll pop in some of our favorite records, which is usually from the 70s.
70s, because they just never burn out.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the legacy of Led Zeppelin. It just, I see kids now, still wearing this stuff.
And Zappa, Pink Floyd, all the great
Zappa
stuff.
was genius, But that's why I say you guys, Ascensions are such an eclectic metal hardcore band. I don't like the label bands, but it almost reminds me of some, like I said before, the way you guys climb scales together, and it's very reminiscent of Yes's input, not the sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a
No, we
direct
love that.
comparison as far as that.
That's right up our alley, man.
Oh yeah.
We love that stuff.
How long does that take you to come up with like that transition in the song that you're just looking for, and it just fits like a glove?
It takes a while,
Was Ross an integral part, or what? Brendan?
No, we had all the music written before we went into the studio.
You write that on the road?
No, we spent the better part of the past year off and on at home working on this record at our little practice space. But you know, when one person writes a part or a riff, it takes a long time for everyone else to absorb it, zone in on it together, lock in tight, and all learn the parts, know the part. It takes us a long time to write this music. And I think when the record comes out, it'll show, especially for the new record, more so than any of our other records. It takes a long time, yeah. And it's really hard and really challenging.
Intricate process.
Yeah. But it's all part of the music that we want to create, so we'll go whatever distance it takes for everyone to lock in, learn it, and be tight.
Well, you guys, on your previous album, you've had a lot of guests stop by, Josh and from Queens, and Cedric from Mars Volta, and in the previous album you had our girlfriend, Neil Fallon from Clutch.
Oh yeah.
Is there anybody that's going to stop in on this album, or you guys just...
I think we have a part that's of a song that's real close and personal to us, and Scott Kelly from Neurosis is going to collaborate with us on one song, we believe. But that'll all be done the first week of September when we get home.
When you get back to it.
So that's what it's looking like. But other than that, it's just the four of us.
Not
stripped down.